So, I had a question about the unit conversions, specifically problem number three on the week three homework assignment. So, I have a problem very similar to it. So, 348 miles per hour is equivalent to however many meters per second. Okay, so we're converting from a American unit to a metric unit. So, miles per hour, meters per second. Now, in order for us to do this, we've got to know that we're going to be doing 348 miles per 1 hour. And we got to convert it to something meters per second. That word per right there means we're going to be dividing. So how I like to do my unit conversions, I like to do like a grid. Okay? So for me, how I set mine up, of course, other people may do it differently. 348 miles per 1 hour. Now, we know that our answer has to be in meters per second. So the meters would be on the top and the seconds would be on the bottom. Now, according to your unit conversion table, see if I can pull it up real quick. Unit conversion table, we have 1 mile is equal to 5,280 feet. And also, 1 meter is 3.28 feet. Those are the two most important ones we're going to be using. So, how we're going to approach this. Now remember, our unit has to be in meters per second. So we're going to cancel out the miles. So basically, we know that 1 mile is equivalent to 5,280 feet. Okay? Now what this says is that our mile unit would cancel out, and now we're just left with the feet over hour. So we're going to take care of that feet measurement. So we know that the feet, if we have one on the bottom and one on the top, the feet unit would cancel out. Now we have 3.28 feet for 1 meter. Okay, that's listed on your conversion factor tables. So 3.28 feet for every 1 meter. So with that being said, our feet unit would cancel out, and we're left with only the unit of a meter on the top. So right now, we don't have to do anything with the meters. We're good. So now let's take care of this hour. On the bottom, we should have a second for our answer. So, or on your unit on the bottom. So the second should be the only unit you see on the bottom. So we need to do something with the hours. Well, we know that there are 60 minutes for 1 hour. Okay, we know that just by reading a clock. Now, with that being said, the unit hour would cancel, and all we have left is a minutes on the bottom. But we don't need minutes, we need seconds. So we need to keep on going. Now, for every 1 minute, there are 60 seconds. So now, our minute unit would cancel out, and now we're left with the seconds. So let's recap. All the units on the top canceled out except this meter. All the units on the bottom canceled out except the seconds. So now we got some multiplying and dividing to do. So let me find my calculator, my handy dandy calculator. So to write out the numbers that we have to take care of on the top, well, that means we have a 348 times 5,280. Well, all the other ones are 1. And all we have left with is the meter unit on the top. And on the bottom, 1 times 1 times 3 3.28 times 60 times 60 again. And that unit on the bottom is seconds. So now, 348 times 5280. Ooh, that's a really big number. Let's see here. 1,837,440. Okay, that's just by multiplying the two numbers on the top. On the bottom, 3.28 times 60, and then times 60 again. So that's 11,808. Still having the units, meters on the top, seconds on the bottom. So now when we do our division, 1,837,440 divided by 11,808. So that means we get about 155.61 meters over seconds. Basically, how to translate this would be 155.61 meters per second. All right, so this would be our final answer right there. Now, like I said, the hard part occurs up at the top here. You have to look at your answer, and your answer has to have a meters on the top and a second on the bottom. So all the hard part is canceling out our units. Okay? But here we get to see what units are canceling out with what, and we cancel everything out, and we're left with a meter on the top and a second on the bottom. And then we have to take into account all the multiplying. Okay? As always, let me know if y'all have any more questions about this. I'm very happy to help. This can be a difficult topic to go over, so and definitely want to understand. But definitely let me know if y'all have any questions, okay? I'm always happy to help. All right.